The National Population Commission says a child whose birth is not registered has no identity and therefore not legally recognized as a citizen of Nigeria. This non-registration deprives the child of right to a nationality and could threaten access to basic social services such as good health care and quality education. Experts are therefore calling for increased awareness of birth registration across the country. The call was made at a media forum held in Kano, the Kano state capital.
Birth registration, evidenced by a birth certificate, is a process of recording the birth of a child by the National Population Commission in accordance with Act No. 69 of 1992. The law makes birth registration compulsory for all Nigerian citizens and empowers the Commission to establish a nationwide machinery for the continuous registration of births and deaths for the country.
When a child is born, the first thing you need to give that child is a legal document about his or her identity, about his nationality, about his parenthood, about his locality. So when you deny a child a birth certificate or registering that child, you're just making that child invisible, because the record of that child is nowhere in the globe.
If we do not have the demography of the children that we have, we can't plan for education. We can't even plan for the workforce. We don't know how many children were born 5 years ago, so we cannot say we need 10 schools in this area because more children are there. We cannot say we want to develop this neighborhood and know that in 10 years' time, if we have 10 houses there, we may need 20 more houses because more people are getting married and having children.
Every Nigerian child is expected to be registered within 60 days of birth.
Despite these huge benefits, only about 30% of children under 5 in Nigeria are registered, while the remaining 70% are unregistered. This is according to statistics from the National Demographic Health Survey on birth registration. And what this means is that these 70% unregistered children do not exist in legal terms.
In the first quarter of 2018, for instance, only about 3 million children under age 18 were registered by the National Population Commission, a far cry from the number of births projected for the year.
We don't have enough manpower to go around all these hard-to-reach areas, all these villages, because one registrar is attached to like 2 or 3 localities. That is not easy for him to be going around. Then secondly, we have we are still manually, the registration system is still manually done, so we want to be fully automated.
It was in a bid to increase awareness on the importance of birth registration to national planning that this media forum was put together.
After checking all the records, we realized that so many births are not registered, and it's better for us to advocate for all this, for people to know that it is their right to have this birth registration.
The birth registration form captures all information about birth, including identification particulars of child, mother, father, and the informant. Nkoli Omodu, AIT News, Kano.
You're still watching AIT Reports, and I'll take you to Abuja for more reports.